Part two of Local 6 Legal Line with Emily Rourke of the Bryant Law Center in Paducah and Louisville. And we were talking with Joe a moment ago about divorce and family law. And we had one leftover question that we're going to try to get to here before we talk about criminal law. And it was someone who had a question about 7 years ago. It sounds like their son and daughter-in-law or this couple was divorced. One was supposed to claim one child on a tax return. The other one was supposed to claim the other, but she continues to claim both of them. What can they do about that? Because the IRS kicks back his return because of it.
Sure. So if that was your settlement agreement, that you were both, that one of you was supposed to claim one child and one of you was supposed to claim the other, I don't understand why, sounds like Joe still needs to be out here. I don't understand why the IRS is kicking back your tax return, but I think that happens pretty often in settlement agreements with divorces and custodies, that one claims one child and one claims the other. First of all, I think you need to talk to your accountant about why it's kicking one of them back. The other thing I would tell you is to go back to your attorney that you hired. I'm sure that you can call Mr. Rourke and he would be happy to follow up on why it may be kicking it back. But that happens all the time, that you claim that each spouse claims one. So that's not unusual, and I cannot answer why the IRS is kicking that back. But that's a very usual circumstance.
We'll move on to a criminal law question, which is more in line with Emily has on her radar. Someone says, my son's in jail on drug possession. I don't have any money to pay a lawyer to get him out of jail or defend him at trial. I'm in Kentucky. What are my options?
Sure. Well, in Kentucky, you don't have as many options as you do in other states. We don't have bail bondsmen, is what I mean by that. So you would have to post a bond to get him out. What happened in Kentucky is many years ago, there was laws passed by our legislature that were supposed to make reasonable bond, is what the legislature said, or the law says. So hopefully the bond will be set at a reasonable amount, and you can post it. You do have to post the actual bond. So if the bond's $100 or if it's $10,000, you have to post that amount. Or you can post property, which would be twice that amount. If you cannot pay for an attorney, you can get a public defender, and you just have to be indigent, which means you can't pay for an attorney.
Got about 45 seconds left, and a question from someone who says, I threw a beer bottle at a guy in a bar. I'm sorry. Got charged with felony assault even though I missed. Since I didn't hit him, how do I get this dropped off my record?
Okay, well, I would say that I think there's probably more to that story, but if you threw the beer bottle and you didn't hit anybody and you got charged with a felony, then you need a lawyer, and you're not going to be convicted of that. So it's not going to be on your record, but I think my time is up. So what I would say to you is, you're not going to be convicted of a felony. You need to get an attorney, even if it's a public defender like I talked about, and that charge will get dismissed.
And just like that, our time is gone on today's Local 6 Legal Line. If you would like to review either one of these segments with Joe Rourke or Emily Rourke of the Bryant Law Centers in Paducah and Louisville, they'll be up shortly. Look under the Legal Line icon at our website at WPSDLocal6.com.